Hey guys, HossUSMC here, and today I wanted to do a video about the Gunpocalypse of California. I'm not going to explain to you exactly what all the laws are and the nuances of them because my friends have done it better than I could do. So I really encourage you to go check out Mr. Guns and Gear video if you want to know more about the specifics, or my friend Deputy Matt, who writes for the Bang Switch for the Military Arms channel. So both those guys are awesome dudes. Deputy Matt is a deputy in California, so he has a vested interest in this, what's going on down there. I want to thank TJ Gun Sales for hosting us today, as well as please make sure to check out Spartan Training Concepts. That's where I teach up in Hillsboro, Oregon. It's hard to say. So today I'm here with my Zenith Z5P pistol. And this is something that would be highly illegal now in the state of California, of course. And if you guys don't know, I'm just across the border from California in Oregon. And I have to travel through California several times a year. I have to disarm and unload and everything just to get 3 hours across California or face, prison time, which is absolutely ridiculous. But what I wanted to talk to you guys today about wasn't about the laws specifically that passed necessarily, but about an idea and about a concept that is very familiar to me and most of you. I wanted to make that clear before we started. I have a lot of trust and a lot of respect for you guys, for you out there that are watching these videos, and I love you guys. You guys are awesome. But what I wanted to point out is those people who are out there who may be watching, maybe not, but please share this with this type of person if you know them, because I'll call them out for you. Those gun owners, those supposed freedom lovers, those liberty lovers, those Republicans, those whoever you want to call them, and I'm not trying to dog on all you Democrats because I know there's some good ones out there, but I'm not a Republican, so don't get me wrong. I want to talk to you guys that are out there who allow this stuff to happen. And some of you guys that are watching this, you've been active in the past, but you're not active now. And I really want to talk to you guys too. And I want you to know that I do love you guys, but this is on you Californians specifically. But it's on all of us. It's on me too. And that is that we have allowed these things to happen. Our apathy has allowed this to happen in California. It's ideals of freedom and liberty that we sweep aside, that we allow to be swept aside because we're too busy, because we don't want to miss our kids' softball game, or because it's our one day off per week, or because we have no days off per week. And we make this excuse, well, this is not worth it. Missing my kid's game, not spending time with my wife, not doing this or that or the other thing. And I just want to tell you guys, it's your fault. It's my fault too for not going to every single event. But you know what? I've tried to do what I thought was right for me. And I was invited to speak in the capital of California, Sacramento, a couple years ago, and I went down there and I spoke at the Capitol. It actually happened to also be Muhammad's birthday, which was kind of comical because they were right around the corner celebrating Muhammad's birthday at the Capitol. But the thing is when there was about 300 people there that day for that rally. We're talking about California, one of the biggest states population-wise in the U.S. and one of the biggest entities in the world, one of the larger ones. Let's be honest here. It's a large amount of people, and I drove all night from Las Vegas to Sacramento so that I slept in a parking lot so that I could speak what I had to say. I actually called up a friend and I dictated to them my speech, and they typed it up and emailed it to me because I thought it was that important to go. I'm not even a Californian, and I was willing to drive all night to get there. And you should be willing to miss that softball game. You should be willing to miss that time with your wife relaxing at home or watching the ball game, or whatever it is that you're doing. That lawn can go one more week without getting mowed. And it's because of those of us who we thought it was more important to do those things than it was to go to a rally, than it was to go petition your representative, than it was to go there and go into their office and bug them about it once a month or whatever. 300 people in the whole state of California thought that their gun rights were important enough to go to that rally. 300. The biggest rally I've ever been to in Oregon had about 5,000. 5,000 in Oregon. I mean, if you add up all the rural people, all the people living in the rural areas, we're talking about over 1 million people, maybe 2 million people in the rural areas, somewhere in that neighborhood, and only 5,000 showed up. That is despicable. That is laughable. Of course they're going to pass laws like this in California. How are they going to take us seriously if we don't take ourselves seriously? If we don't take our rights seriously? All I hear is people complaining about these laws being passed, but yet what are they doing to stop them from happening? They go to work, they come home, they eat dinner with their wives, but do they go to these rallies? Do they say, hey, you know what, son? We're going to miss your ball game today because we're going to go to the Capitol and we're going to exercise our freedom as an American to petition our governments for a redress of grievances. Where did we miss out on that? At what time in history has it been easier to travel than now? Why are we not every single day in our capitals? Why are we not out, pushing harder for people to get elected who are going to protect our rights? What's wrong with this community of people? We have these social justice warriors who are out doing all this crap. And, I get it. You got to work. I get it. You need a day off every once in a while. But guess what? When they're rounding up people and throwing them in frickin' prison camps, or they're confiscating guns, or there's a mandatory turn-in of 30-round magazines, it's over at that point. There is no turning back from that. And all you guys who are, oh, well, I'm going to do this if this happens, and I'm going to do that if that happens. If you can't do something now, if I can't trust you with a pen now, why would I trust you with a rifle later? That's just laughable. That's hilarious to me because you're not doing anything. I don't trust you now. Why would I trust you later? I want to see people, Americans, to get off their asses, to sacrifice for their freedom and for their liberty. That's what I want to see. In the words of Jay Gibson, you need to keep your rifles loaded. I need your rifles loaded. America needs your rifles loaded. Thanks for watching.
I don't need very long to kill Nazis.